for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so.
A fight for the right to be number one. It's sports. Straight ahead. It's a battle of the top two teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Oakland Raiders. On Sunday, but for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Carr now on first down. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They come up now, 3rd and shotgun now for Carr. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Carr. This is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing...
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game. That great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third and long, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Let him know, let him know.
Now it's the backup, Mariota. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mariota now from the 50. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. It's caught by Aguilar. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Mariota now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And they're going to lose some on this play. being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Here's Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now out on the field, here comes. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. One last shot now for Mariota. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors,